Alright, guys, welcome to the second episode of the Pokehour podcast. Uh, Today's guest is another household name in the Pokemon What If scene. This is Vegito Gaming 78. Hey brother, how are you doing today?
All right, thanks for having me, Dino.
Yeah, always a pleasure, man. Uh, so we are about 10 or so days away from the official release of Legend Circus because I think it said early January 2022. So are you excited about the game?
Oh, definitely. It's not a usual game, but it's gonna be interesting.
Hmm. Uh, what are your expectations from the game? Apart from new Pokemon, are you excited about the actual gameplay?
Yeah, it definitely does seem interesting. It's not a usual Pokemon game, but who knows? Might be fun.
Yeah. And have you had a chance to play the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl games?
Yes, I actually have.
Alright, were they any different from the old games, like the Diamond and Pearl Platinum games?
You definitely all the new mechanics. I would say they try to make it as similar to as they could. But I mean, it's kind of different.
Alright. And if I'm not mistaken, you have a series going on that's What If Dawn took the gym challenge? Was it because in event of the release of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, or is it some other reasons?
Oh yeah, that one started like way before BDSP came out. But unfortunately, due to lack of interest, it'll be ending soon.
Oh, that's sad to hear. Actually, I was actually following the What If, and I think that it was done really good because I don't think a lot of people liked. I mean, early on, I don't think a lot of people liked Dawn's character arc because just previously we had seen May doing the same thing with the contests and all, and I think a lot of people were expecting Dawn to actually challenge the gyms alongside Ash. So I think that was a bummer for a lot of people to see her doing the contest thing. And I think you are writing the story really well, so it's a shame that it will be ending.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm. So, what are the updates on your What If Ash Woke Up on Time series?
That one is currently in the works. I do have a alternate ending for part 4 planned, as well as 4.5 once the current rotation finishes.
All right. So, we talked before, and you said that you had a different channel where you posted other videos. So, why did you make a separate channel to post What If?
Well, I honestly felt that it would confuse people to see a gaming and what ifs on the same channel.
All right. And you started, if I'm not mistaken, you started off with What If Ash Woke Up on Time, right?
Well, that wasn't exactly my first what if, but it was my first Pokemon what if. My first what if was what if I was in My Hero Academia, which, if you haven't checked it out already, is pretty good.
All right. I'm not really familiar with the anime, but that's definitely in my watch list for early 2022. So once I'm done with the anime, I will definitely check it out. Did you take your shot at any Dragon Ball what ifs, or was it My Hero Academia from the beginning?
I did try one involving Broly, but at the same time, though, it just didn't. They did the worst of all my what ifs
All right.
in terms of views.
Hmm. Like Dragon Ball what ifs, I think were the earliest ones to appear on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, of course, there are a lot of YouTubers who do the Dragon Ball what ifs. So, what inspired you to make what ifs in the first place? Was it Enter the Union's video, Ronin, or someone else?
Well, it was back in 2017 when I originally had the idea. I just had the means to make the videos back then. I was by both Broku and Masako.
Broku 72.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was also the first what if I ever watched. I think the first what if I ever watched was of Broku 72. It was what if Future Gohan survived? And I just randomly searched it up because Future Gohan was my favorite character, and it absolutely shocked me to see how much there was to the what if market, even back in the day.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
All right, so speaking of Dragon Ball, are you up to date with the manga?
I have not read the manga yet, but I have seen panels on Instagram.
All right, and do you like it?
It's yeah, Moro arc is probably my favorite arc so far, since Granola
Mm.
hasn't finished yet.
And what are your thoughts on Vegeta's new form, assuming you have seen it?
I mean, it definitely does make sense for his character, since it
Yeah,
doesn't
but
feel like you go for the Ultra Instinct route.
yeah, but so at what point do we agree that there are just too many forms in Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I definitely think they could have stopped at maybe Super Saiyan Blue and then tap into the Ultra Instinct stuff. Although it was necessary for the turn of power, so I'll give it that.
Yeah. And other than Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, and Pokemon, are there any other animes that you watch?
Well, I did consider watching Naruto, Demon Slayer, Yu-Gi-Oh! You can count that as an anime, along with
Mm.
Digimon.
Oh, so have you watched Naruto?
Yep. I haven't considered making what ifs on it yet, but who knows in the future?
Yeah, man, I think that making what ifs on Naruto is particularly difficult because there's just so much in that plot, and changing one minor detail can change the entire thing. So that's definitely something that I too would like to indulge in. But have you watched any Naruto what ifs until now?
I have watched the one with my good buddy Super Savage,
Oh, all right.
because heck, he was the one that inspired to watch Naruto in the first place, which what if Goku was in the Naruto series.
Oh, that's cool. Uh, yeah. So who was your favorite character in Naruto? Assuming that you have watched like the entire Shippuden.
Itachi, easily.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Like the first time they show him, he was like he has such an intimidating presence. Like you want to hate him when you first see him, right? Based on the plot, and then when they reveal that, that's definitely so heartbreaking to see.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Mm. I actually have a series like What If Naruto Was in Pokemon, where I try to combine the elements. So that's
Oh,
definitely, yeah, and that's like really difficult to do. Just deciding the teams which each and every character would have, and then deciding where Naruto would be born and his journey ahead. So, are you interested in doing some crossover what ifs, or do you want to stick to a single universe at a time?
I have planned like what if Goku and Vegeta were in Pokemon anime, like Chess Goku and Vegeta, no other
Mm.
characters.
Yeah, that would be really interesting to see.
No, it wouldn't be DBZ Goku and Vegeta. Just characters heavily based on them.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really see how DBZ, Goku, and Vegeta being in Pokemon would work. Like they wouldn't even need to catch Pokemon; they can battle themselves.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Mm. So speaking of universes, are you a Marvel fan?
Oh, love Marvel.
Yeah, they had a series called What If. Have you watched that?
Not really. I had to know Damon's Marvel What Ifs. They're pretty good.
Oh, no, I was speaking like the Marvel franchise had a TV series called What If, like an actual
Oh
TV series. Oh,
yeah, I almost forgot about that. It's
yeah,
actually really good.
yeah. I just like I let some of the TV series accumulate until their final episode, so I can like binge through them on this Sunday. So it's like Monday here in India today. So I watched it yesterday, and it was like so amazing. With the evil Doctor Strange, the Ultron with the Infinity Stones. Like I'm just hyped for Doctor Strange new movie now.
Yeah, I still trying to try and go see Spider-Man No Way Home though, because that's
Oh,
gonna be
you
interesting.
you haven't watched it yet?
No, I might try to go check it out sometime this week.
Yeah, me neither. Like the most of the halls here are still closed, so I have to like travel in a train for like 2 hours or so just to get to the theaters tomorrow. I'll definitely check that out too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Hmm. So what do you think about the concept of Marvel characters being in Pokemon?
Hmm, I have considered it, but I don't know what teams I give them. Like the team building is easily the most complex part of writing a What If.
Hmm. Definitely. Yeah, speaking of team building, when you did your What If Ash Woke Up on Time series, I think you gave Ash Squirtle, right?
Hmm.
Uh, when you started What If Ash Woke Up on Time series, you gave him Squirtle, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I give him Bulbasaur.
Oh, you gave him
I,
Bulbasaur.
I decided to do Bulbasaur to make mine different.
Oh, well, this is embarrassing. Oh, like oh no, sorry, I'm sorry. Like I always had your thumbnail imprinted in my mind, and I think there was a Mega Blastoise somewhere there. So I automatically assumed that you gave him a Squirtle. But I guess that belonged to Gary, right?
Yeah, Ash does get a Blastoise eventually in the Johto part.
Yeah. That's right. Now I remember. Like when you watch now, what is like it all just crumbles into your head at at the same time. Sorry for that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. So when you gave him the Bulbasaur, was it difficult to write the plot from there on?
Well, like I said earlier, I decided to give Bulbasaur to make mine different. Plus, I think Bulbasaur really suit Ash's first choice. You get her in the type advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense because Squirtle was his first choice. So it would be only natural for him to pick the Pokemon with the type advantage after his rival had picked Squirtle, right?
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Hmm. So, personally, which is your favorite Kanto starter? Is it Charizard?
Yeah, Charizard is still my all-time favorite Pokemon, so I gotta go with Charmander.
I think that's the case with almost everybody. And what are your thoughts on the Gmax Charizard form? Do you like it?
Like literally, it's getting a pretty funny story. Like like the night before Gmax Charizard was revealed, I had a dream I was running a giant Charizard that looked just like Gigantamax Charizard, and then the exact design got revealed the next day.
Oh my
Crazy,
goodness.
right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I definitely think that the Gmax Charizard child design is something else, but I think you should send an email to Nintendo or something saying that they might have invaded your dream with a Gengar using Dream Eater. That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I have thought of that.
Uh, Speaking of which, are you satisfied with the Gmax concept in the games, or do you prefer Mega over it?
I'll definitely prefer Megas, but there's something special about Gmax forms.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people like the Gmax forms, just because I think just because it's not permanent per se, as it lasts only 3 turns, and a lot of people are put off by the Sword and Shield games. Personally, what are your thoughts on the Gen 8 games?
My thoughts on the story? It's actually kind of good. Leon's either one of my favorite champions. The starters are also pretty good.
Hmm. I think Leon as a character is, apart from Cynthia, I think he is the best champion character. If you're not counting Iris, considering that she was a gym leader first, so she definitely had a more natural development onto her path to becoming the champion. So I think that apart from Cynthia and maybe Red, if you count him, Leon definitely is the best champion character. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Like, for example, in like, what if I was in the Pokemon anime series? My character's goal is to beat Leon. That's why I have my character start in Galar. Since we don't see very much of it in the anime.
Hmm. Yeah, that would definitely have been interesting. But I mean, I would prefer watching Ash travel through Galar, so we could have another set of a good written anime uh, covering the gyms. But I like the direction that they're going with this Pokemon World Tournament. I think that's where they're leading to with this hyper class ranking, master class ranking. So that would be definitely interesting to see Ash versus Leon in the future.
Oh, that is definitely going to be a spectacle. Not a lot of Ash vs. Paul, but it's definitely going to be a spectacle.
Hmm. Speaking of Paul, do you think he returns in the anime?
I would definitely like to see him return, just to see the kind of Pokemon he would catch.
Hmm. Speaking of Paul, once again, speaking of Paul, uh, do you think that they should have shown him use Torterra in the battle against Ash, or that was a missed opportunity there?
I definitely know it's Paul getting cocky, but I would love to see his Torterra used more.
Hmm. Isn't it crazy? Like some Pokemon absolutely suck in games, but the way that they show them in the anime, you can't help but become a fan of them.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, like not even kidding. Once I just tried to test something out, like in Pokemon Showdown, I battled a Torterra. Like one of my friends had the team just containing Torterra, and I had a team containing a Grottle with an Eviolite, and we just battled with them. You won't believe me, Grottle like won the battle. So I'm like, it's supposed to be the evolved form. How can you end up losing to your pre-evolution such like that? So that definitely put in my mind that competitively Torterra is like the worst uh, starter for the Sinnoh region. But in the anime, they show him like at least false Torterra, and like it's so cool. So that's definitely weird.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Do you play Pokemon competitively?
I wanted to, I just never got around to it.
Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely difficult to get started. Uh, like it's really difficult to decide which Pokemon to use because as anime fans, as story writers, even if we know that a Pokemon is bad competitively, we tend to somehow try to make use of it. So if you ever decide to play competitively, that's definitely a problem you'll face. I mean, I did. So,
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
all right. Again, it was a pleasure. Before I let you go, what are some of your predictions for Legend Circus? Any new forms that you would like to personally see?
Hmm. I honestly don't know too much about Gen 9 yet, but it would be interesting to see like another dragon style fire starter. That'd be nice.
Hmm. I think they have already decided on the starter. It's going to be uh, Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil. So I
Oh, you
think,
mean Legends Arceus stuff?
yeah, that's already. I think they released the trailer and they showed it. Yeah, I'm definitely sure they showed it. So I was also hoping for an ancient Charmander variation, but that just went out of the window real quick.
I kind of feel like we're going to see new forms for Samurott, Typhlosion, Decidueye. Like that's for sure.
Hmm. I wouldn't mind seeing Decidueye with a sword and shield instead of an bow and arrow.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Hmm. And I hope that they give Typhlosion a variation where the flames don't go off. Like it just looks weird without the flames. Want to agree?
Like they could get Typhlosion Blue Flames, and that would be nice.
Yeah, for sure. And what are your thoughts on the variants that have already been revealed, like the Braviary, Arcanine, and the Barraskewda evolution?
Oh yeah, those variants are gonna be interesting. I did be playing against their Braviary in my team.
That's a psychic flying type.
Yeah.
Want to agree that the Growlithe design is like a little bit off.
Hmm?
Want to agree that the Hisuian Growlithe design is like a little bit off. They could have done it better.
I mean, I definitely do like the design. The typing's nice. Although I think it gives me the quad weakness to ground, which isn't exactly a good thing.
Also, water.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Like it's not only quadruply weak to ground, but also water. It's rock fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a bummer. And personally, are any other variants that you wish would appear in the game? For example, Dunsparce evolution or something like that.
I definitely would yeah. Want to see more evolutions? Because I've always loved Eevee.
Hmm. What is your favorite evolution as of now?
That's actually a pretty good question. Like, I'd have to choose between Umbreon, Espeon, Jolteon, and Glaceon.
Oh my goodness. So you narrow it down to four of them.
Yeah, they're all good. You can't just pick one.
Yeah, definitely. It depends on the mood, right? Whichever one you like on a particularly given day.
It just depends what the team needs.
Hmm, for sure. All right, guys. All right, brother. It has been definitely been a pleasure. Let's do it sometime again with more guests. I think it would be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I hope that you change your mind on the Dawn taking the gym challenge series, and all the best on your future projects. See you soon.
I mean, if it gets more support, I'll probably continue to season. See ya.